Hey yo, what's up guys? I'm Matt.
I'm Sergio.
And welcome to Matt and Gio. So today we're reacting to weird fetishes. Sergio, quick question. Any fetishes you want to admit?
We're just starting off like that. Cool.
Yeah.
What fetishes you got? Now we're not judging people. You like what you like, whatever turns you on, way to go. But these are the ones that are usually uncommon in the world. And we're gonna see what these are.
Eproctophilia. Eproctophilia.
Eproctophilia.
Eproctophilia. Fact. We fart. I did not know this. It's a natural bodily function. But what's not so natural is to derive sexual pleasure from it.
Okay, we're just gonna start off. We're gonna just dive into the weirdest of the weirds. Fart fetishes.
How about you? I mean, you don't like what I fart.
Again, I'm not judging no one. If you like that, cool. For me personally, no thank you.
I ain't gonna hold you. You fart in my mouth. You gotta catch these hands. It's like...
You can hit her? That's crazy.
I mean, like... I look at that when
disgusting.
people that, you know, that eat... I mean, like... You could do it. I mean...
You wanna sit here and lie to the camera?
Alright, I've done it. I ain't gonna lie.
But farting, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's like, for example, like when I go to a strip club, like, this is for example, I went to a strip club a while back, and this girl, like, my first time, it was a while back, and like the first thing came to mind when she was like, my face or whatever, I asked myself, what if this girl farts right in my mouth? Like, would I be upset or just let it be? And like, how much would I tip her? Just in general for like she's like, right in your mouth. I don't know.
At the end of the day, to each their own. You know, when the doors are closed, whoever you have behind them, communicate, consent. Don't fart in nobody's face if they don't want you to.
I mean, there are people that, in the heat of the moment, they'll just be like, oh, just stick your finger in that area. Like, randomly, and be like, hey, I don't play that. What you doing? This ain't us. This not us. This ain't us. No.
Not for me.
Let's watch a little more. Let's see.
Next one.
Mechanophilia. Mechanophilia. Mechanophobia. Mechanophilia. These loons are... Don't call them loons. They can't help it. Loons are sexually attracted to machines such as cars, bikes, airplanes, helicopters, in the same way we are attracted to others within the human race.
Attracted to technology.
I mean, I love my PS4.
What did you say, technically? People who play with devices are mechanophilia?
I mean, I don't know. So you mean like what? To what extent? Like, are they like trying to like have physical intercourse with a machine, or is this?
They're attracted to like helicopters and cars and things like that. It's very interesting how you have to like practice pronouncing these words too. It's very interesting.
It's called, what's it called again?
Mechanophilia.
Mechanophilia.
It's very interesting. I get, you know, technically, okay, so here's the thing, right? People with vaginas, you can...
I wasn't expecting that. Go ahead.
So technically, people who use mechanical toys to get themselves off, you can argue that they are mechanophilia, or they practice mechanophilia.
They would prefer a machine than an actual person?
And also, when you think of like the dudes who like are in love with their cars, is that mechanophilia?
You think when they name their cars, like a female's name, you think
that's hilarious.
Like,
I'm gonna say yes.
hello,
yes.
Roseanne, this is my car.
If you name your car, you practice mechanophilia. Yes, I agree.
So what about Siri? I mean, what about Siri?
Oh, Siri's voice gets me off. That's hilarious. Alright, on to the next fetish. Or what do you think? How do you feel about this? Is it weird? Is it top 10 weird? It is. I think personally it's very weird.
I don't know. I mean, I love my PS4, I love my Xbox, I love my computer. Like, I think about with phones, I feel like everyone has this fetish for their phones because, like, I remember if you lose your phone, I feel like when you lose your phone, you catch a heart attack because your phone is pretty much you. If you think about it,
but
it's part of yourself.
How would we define fetishes though? Fetishes aren't things you're in love with, it's like things that get you off, right?
Sure.
Things that turn you on. So it's like, do you think about your PlayStation at 3 a.m. at night and you just want to sneak off of your bed and hear that lovely romantic sound?
I think of it as like, what's the difference between a fetish and a preference? think about that? Like, would you prefer to do one thing, but this other thing turns you on?
I think fetishes have to. That's interesting too. We could think of the definition of fetish, but personally, I think fetishes might be like things that specifically turn you on, things that you know will get you
Well,
on.
we'll put the definition of fetish right here.
All right here, somewhere.
We'll see.
Next one, let's check it out.
Clismophilia. Clismophilia? Am I saying that right? We'll never know. Clismophilia is a fetish in which sexual gratification is derived from enemas. Feel like I've heard this before. Yes, you heard it right. These fruit cakes. Why is this person such a name caller? Listen, these people can't help it that they're sexually attracted to tailpipes and farting. Get their sexual kicks from using enemas to induce liquid into the rectum and large intestines by the only means possible, the bumhole. I do like their words for other things.
I don't get it. Wait, so
I think it's and let's Google it right quick so I can be correct. Liquid or gas is injected into the rectum. So people who will inject liquid or gas into their rectum. That's what this is.
oh, like a butt plug?
No,
No,
it's like filling up their butt
with
or
water.
their yeah.
Oh, that's like I've seen that. That's like with people when they have like it's like when they can't poop and like the doctors they stick like water, like they water the butt out, something like that. I've heard about
different. That's because this is like okay, that's a necessary procedure. This is like fetish. Like oh yeah, put a gallon of water in my. It's different. Again, we're not judging nobody. Hey, if that turns you on, go for it. If after seeing this video you want to go in your room and close the door and try it with your partner or by yourself, go for it.
It's gonna be a wet and wild experience for you.
Not gonna judge you. Well, comment below as you continue watching. Will you try any of these? Honestly, have you tried any of these? If you want to, if you want to comment below. No one's gonna judge you. We're not judging here. We're just talking about preferences. It's personally.
You might have
not
thoughts, but we won't judge.
We'll have thoughts. It's not for me. If it's for you, cool. Hey, maybe I'll watch one from today and be
Just
like,
be safe about it.
I might just try that out. Yes, please be safe, and if you do it with a partner, make sure you have their consent.
Alright, let's watch the next one.
Bestiality. Oh, that's not common, but like you hear bestiality. This one I'm not okay with because an animal is a living being and cannot give consent. Basically, this is if you're into animals. The desire to form sexual relationships with animals.
This one I'm judging you. Don't do it. Stay. Alright? Leave your dog alone. Leave your horse alone. Leave your cat. Don't do it. It's nasty. As Rachel mentioned in her video.
Animals cannot give consent. That's
Don't
very
do
true.
it. It's disgusting. It's weird. Come on. Come on. I mean, we've all had a dog try to hump our leg or something like that, but come on. What are you doing?
There's a reason why they get neutered.
That's disgusting. I'm judging you for this one. Alright, y'all. So, now,
First of all, have you even seen a horse's penis when it's erect?
I have, unfortunately.
Well, it's like a whole sword.
Don't go Googling it. Don't do it to yourself. Okay?
When I was younger, like, I went to like a farm kid, like they taught us how to ride horses. Horses are humongous. Even a pony, their penises. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, apparently an elephant's penis has to be at least 5 feet tall to impregnate their partner. Wild. Bestiality is not the one I'm okay with. If it's your fetish, keep it to yourself. Don't share that with nobody. It's weird. It's weird.
I mean, can you handle all that as a person? I mean, that would destroy you.
I will report you. Don't do it. Next one.
Somebody call 911.
Me. I would do it.
Call the fire department. What's the number for the animal department?
ASPCA.
ASPCA. Call them real quick.
Call.
Like, how do you even recover from that?
It's nasty.
I wonder,
Please.
is there a fetish? Is it possible with insects?
Just bear yourself from Googling these things, okay? Don't do it to yourself.
Let's watch the next one.
Herophilia. There are millions all over the world who look at the Lord for guidance and comfort throughout their lives, believing He will guide them towards being the best person they could possibly be. This all seems pure and innocent enough. To these select few, the sight of Jesus on the cross doesn't bring them feelings of love and purity, but intense sexual arousal. Yes, these sinners are immensely turned on by religious or sacred objects.
What? That's... I got a lot of thoughts. Let me write these down first.
What's the name of that movie with the crazy chick that was turning her head and she was like tied up to the bed?
Exorcism.
Exorcism. I remember there was a scene. I didn't see the movie, but I seen a clip where she was like having sex with a cross. She was like jabbing her vagina with it. Yeah, is that It's like part of,
apparently it's a thing, and it even has a name. We're gonna respect religions, so for all those who believe in Jesus, we're not offending anybody. We're just observing and reacting to certain people's fetishes. I can see how people, because if you glorify or look up to people such as celebrities and stuff, people have celebrity crushes, so that might be one of these things. But I just hope they're not doing anything with like statues. I mean, I can see how people see Jesus Christ as a celebrity and they might have him as like a celebrity crush, but going as far as like doing sexual acts with like statues or religious.
Imagine going to the
things.
Museum of Wax and you just lose your mind.
Wow. That'd be intense.
I mean, it's over there on 42nd Street. I mean, why not?
Imagine just someone walking in there and seeing like a Tom Hardy wax statue and they're just like, oh, Tom Hardy. And they just like jizz in the museum. Call the cops, somebody. Just make sure you're being respectful with your fetishes, alright? We just want to make sure we're practicing safety and consent.
I think there's certain fetishes that are obvious. I mean, what if like, do you feel like there's certain fetishes that just should stay in the bedroom? Like, I think the farting is probably just stay between the bedroom.
Honestly, when it comes to any sexual conversations, have it with whoever you want. Just be considerate, especially when there's children around, or elders, or people who, you're going to make feel uncomfortable talking about these things. You don't want to talk about sexual conversations with people who are you going to make uncomfortable. Because then it's like unconsensual conversations. So
Like,
if you want to share your fetishes with people, cool.
Like, if someone tells you no, they don't want to talk about it, just respect their wishes.
Yeah, don't be weird, y'all. Okay? We're humans. We all want to live on this planet together. Let's have some peace.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alright, let's watch the next fetish.
Emetophilia. Whether you've got a sickness bug or had too many beers the night before, it's not nice. Wait, I don't want to know where this is going. Is this person turned on by puke? There are some nut jobs. They like puke. Out there who can think of nothing in the world more sexually gratifying than watching someone puke their guts up or to puke up themselves.
Well, this is like a trigger moment for me because, like, I have not been in the greatest health the last couple of years, and I've had moments where I haven't had to puke, and it's not a great thing to experience, especially when puking will lead to like a lot of weight loss and a lot of like unhealthy situations. So, I mean, if you're into it, that's fine, but I just feel like if you're puking, just like, don't force it. Like, help is not a forced thing. Like, it's like a natural. Like, if you're sick, try to be sick. I don't know. I can't.
Rachel, I got the same reaction as you. That's intense as a fetish. I mean, people throw up for many causes. Some people might just be nauseous because they're drinking. Some people, have eating disorders that make themselves throw up, and some people like you, have like stomach issues,
Medical conditions or whatever.
So people throw up for all different reasons. But throwing up for a fetish,
So I mean, like, so the difference. Are they throwing up on the person,
I'm not gonna judge.
or are they throwing up in the bucket? It's like, yeah, TikTok.
I promised that I wasn't gonna judge. So close your doors. Do it with yourself or your partners. Go for it.
Or they do, like, you remember that scene from 21 Jump Street? Put your finger in my mouth. Put your finger in my mouth. And
I remember that.
And just jab each other's mouths. Yeah, remember that?
It's not for me personally. I'm not judging you if you do it though. Great job. I'm gonna put my clothes on. I'm gonna leave. But
How about you guys? You leave a comment. Let us know. Do you think puking is too far?
well, so far, have you seen any that you have tried or are willing to try? Put that in the comments as well.
We'll see. Let's watch the next one.
Acrotomophilia. Sexual deviant who is driven wild by the fact that you are lacking a limb. Listen, wait! Like, what if you're single, ready to mingle, and then you go off fighting for this country and you lose a limb from it?
Interesting. Well, here's the thing, we're not gonna be ableist. We can't be ableist, so we can't judge people.
That's crazy.
Now this is a sticky situation because it's talking about preferences.
Yeah,
again.
it's like, are you with me because of me or because I'm disabled?
Right,
Like,
and it's
being
like going
alone.
on a dating
That's
site
crazy.
and being like, I prefer black people or I prefer tall people.
Because at that point, you're not even considered a person. You're considered an object.
Not even that.
If you think about it.
Is objectification to a sense.
Exactly.
You're being sexualized, right? It's like people saying, "Hey, I'm looking for like a transgender person to hook up with." It's like you're
very
looking
specific.
for, yeah. It's a sticky situation, man. It's sticky because it's a preference based off of identity. So unlike the other fetishes were just like either objects or like doing a certain act. But this is people. We're talking about. Come on. That's a little insensitive.
So, do you think it's like the same thing as saying, "Oh, I only date black people, I date white people"?
Here's the
I date
thing.
Asian people.
It's ableist to be like, I only date someone because they're losing or they're lacking some limbs or body parts. But it's also ableist to be like, I'm not gonna date you because of that as well. So it's a sticky situation.
But let's reverse it real quick, because like, say you're on a dating app and you see someone that's on a wheelchair, is it wrong for you to be like, no, it's not for me, just exit out, don't even get to know the person? Isn't like reversing that too?
You shall be labeled ableist.
Yeah, if you choose
If
not
it's
to,
the
because
only
once you
reason
see that,
you're swiping away. If you're dating somebody who is not able-bodied, or if you're dating somebody with an amputee, or if you are someone who is not able-bodied, comment below. How do you feel about this topic? I feel like us personally, we can't really talk too much on the topic because we can't. From what I know, I'm very able-bodied, so we can't really give our opinion on that. But I'm interested. Please comment below. Let me know. Let's start a conversation. Next one.
Coprophilia. We all need to poop, right? Whilst there is certainly no shame in enjoying a good old crap, it's a different story if the act of doing so or watching someone else do it actually sends you into a sexual frenzy, where you derive sexual pleasure from all things pooey. In fact, nothing would turn you on more than a nice glass of wine.
bro, remember 2 Girls in 1 Cup?
I do. I was like in elementary school. I'm revealing my age. I was a little too young to know about that. Here's the thing. I want to apologize to all the viewers because we said we were not going to judge. But even if I don't verbally, I feel like my face tells it all, so I want to apologize in advance. Again, to each their own. I did hear a story about someone who went to a foreign country, hooked up with a foreign girl, a foreign woman, and she ended up putting laxatives in his drink. So when they were like having sexual intercourse, he had to use the bathroom, and he accidentally used the bathroom on the bed, and he was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and clean up. But when he came back, she was like smothered in it. She took it and like smothered herself. And I was like, you know, at the end of the day, again,
for me, I'd be like, okay, it's time for me to go. I got my own Uber. Okay,
exactly.
Bye.
This is my sock right there, and take care. You know, it's not for me.
I forgot my drink. Hold on.
It's not for me. To each their own. As long as you have consent, go behind closed doors and do your thing. It's not for me.
Can you imagine what that smells like?
I don't want to. Alright.
Just smothering yourself in that?
We're gonna do one more for y'all. Let's check it out.
You're a necrophiliac and are sexually attracted to corpses.
I think this is gonna fall under the category of bestiality for me, where in the sense that I feel the same. This is the one that I would judge you for.
And I feel like you probably need therapy.
You're attracted to dead people? I think the one exception is if, like, God forbid, your partner passed away and you're at their funeral and you're like, you know, at the end of the day,
You're having trouble letting go.
I am still attracted to you, you know, and you have to, you know, goodbye,
I mean,
close the casket.
You
can be attracted to your deceased partner.
I mean, I think of like Thriller. This is Thriller. Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's one thing to be attracted to someone who's dead. You know, they got a handsome or beautiful face, they got nice features, they're a dead body though. It's another thing to actually want to do the act. That's a lot, y'all.
Isn't that considered rape? When a person has no consent, they're dead.
Well, they're not. That's another conversation, but they're not even a person.
Alright, put that in the comments. Do you think floundering with a dead person is considered rape? I mean, they can't consent to it. They're gone.
That's a lot. I'm not judging y'all. Except for 2. The bestiality one and the necrophilia one. This is me judging.
And this is me being like, I'm judging you, but I'm just like, just do what you want to do.
This is me joining Matthew judging you.
Yeah.
We're judging you.
Yeah, but I'm more closer though. Yeah. But anyway, that was the video.
Tell us what you think. Comment below. Have you tried any of these? Do you want to confess? Did you even consider these? Or did you ever have a partner who wanted to try one of these with you?
Or what is the craziest thing you ever heard of that partner offered you, but you was like, this is too much for me. I can't.
What are some fetishes that we didn't have on this list that you know about? Comment below.
Alright. I'm Matt.
I'm Gio.
See you next time.